this weekend when I was in SF, I was talking to a random guy I met at a bar, and he brought up David Krumholtz by himself
Oh my
without me
gosh.
needing to say anything.
Did he say
Uh,
he was David Krumholtz's brother?
he did not. He was talking about him in the studio, and then I told him my story, and that was my favorite part of the weekend.
Is he a mudmate?
I told him to listen to the podcast.
Hell yeah. I'm clipping that shit.
What is this, episode 4?
Well, yeah, it's episode 4, and guess what? It's the Bradley and Zach episode. I forgot my own name
You
there for a
forgot
second.
your own name.
I just got so excited.
We're losing one host a week.
Yeah. Pretty soon it'll just be me sipping on my Sprite.
And then it'll just be your mic.
It'll just be posted right there.
How many we've got 2 more episodes until our Costa Rica episode.
And that will be our last one forever.
Because we'll die.
We'll be dead. We'll be dead.
Our skeletons
How does it sound now?
will be found in the Costa Rican jungle. Say something, Sam?
How does it sound now?
Oh my god,
Something?
it's worse.
Really?
Yeah.
It sounds okay.
Oh, let me try one more thing.
Where are you recording this from, Bradley?
My bed.
Damn, that's sexual.
Look, it's my guitar that I don't really know how to play that well.
You're hot for that.
Thank you. My banjo's over there.
Wow, a musician. A musician.
Next to all my my Padres bobbleheads.
Cringe. If you own bobbleheads, you're cringe.
Hey man, didn't you only go to the club the other night to get a bobblehead?
And I still haven't gotten that shit. What'd you say?
How's bungalow?
Oh, the bungalow? It was mad chill, man.
You know how we are. We sat on
Me
the
and
couch.
Bradley,
Rum and Cokes. How many rum and Cokes?
me and Bradley all week, literally for a week straight, were in each other's text messages like, we're gonna go crazy at the bungalow, dude.
We're gonna talk to so many women.
We're gonna put all of our anxiety aside. Fuck it. Who cares, man? Who cares what happens? Yeah, I didn't talk to a single other person besides Bradley.
Not one.
Not a one.
Not
Was it
including...
just the two?
No. Tony, Danielle, Julia, and then Julia's.
But I was not talking to them.
friend.
I was just talking to Bradley.
Yeah. That's pretty much how the night went.
Yeah.
We drank a lot of $9 Pacificos and Coors Lights.
Just a fucking great night out in town in Orange County. It does not get better than that in Orange County.
We shared
an order of calamari.
We shared an order of calamari. It was so cute.
Bungalow has calamari now?
No, this was at some other spot. Some other useless location.
A place that we were originally going to for dinner, and then Zach and I both ate dinner before we got
All right, y'all, welcome to my check. If you haven't been here before, this is a podcast that will change your life, probably.
I think if we're gaining any viewers in episode 4, that's a minor miracle.
Yeah.
We're
True.
plateauing off at this point.
That's fine with me, man. Because then you know you got the real ones left. We're dwindling it down to have the most realest motherfuckers left. And
Zach's
I know all
mom.
of your yeah, my mom. She's probably our most hardcore listener.
Oh, yeah.
Also Nicholas Papp. Bro, I saw that you followed our Instagram, man. If you're listening right now, shout out to Nicholas Papp. I knew him in high school.
Why is that name familiar?
Probably because he went to high school with us.
Yeah.
Yep. I haven't talked to him in many, many years, but shout out to that dude. Stand up gentleman. Guys,
Was
listen.
that a command?
Yeah.
Stand up, comma.
All right, man. I had a topic already for you right off the motherfucking bat. First of all, I haven't slept more than like 4 hours in the past like 2 days. So I'm hitting a real level of delusional that will probably get me canceled. So I'm probably gonna say some
Well,
really
you're in charge of
weird
the
shit.
editing.
Huh?
You're in charge of the editing.
He's gonna
I
put
know.
some extra objectionable shit in the next one.
I'm gonna stay up for another 48 hours straight.
He's gonna edit slurs into the podcast.
Use the AI voice filter on us to say just the worst shit imaginable.
I can do that. My question for you that I thought about was, if you could be a baby for 1 minute, what would you do?
Shit myself. Where were you going with, Sam?
I'm gonna take a nap.
Oh,
I never get to do that shit now. I can sleep all the goddamn time when I'm a baby.
we only have 1 minute, and you're gonna spend it taking a nap, so you won't even remember it. This is a
I'm
chance.
totally fine with that decision.
This is a chance to get back to being a baby, which we haven't experienced in like 12 years. It's been a long time, and I think that I would spend my minute. I would probably shit myself. Yeah, I would probably do that.
And make someone else clean it up.
I'd probably take out my wiener and call somebody a pedophile for looking at it.
Do you have in this 1 minute? Do you
Whoa.
maintain our speech that you had previously?
Yeah. You have your full brain, but you're a baby.
Okay.
Y'all, I need to figure out how I can get this shit on some Spotify. I don't know how to do that yet.
We used to be able to do it.
My brain is slow.
It's probably lack of sleep. You know what you should do, Zach? You should take a nap.
Oh shoot! But I read from John Bernthal that you shouldn't take naps because you're a bitch if you take naps.
Fuck John Bernthal.
Whoa, dude, he's gonna come to your house, man.
And he's
gonna don't do well with haters.
He's gonna punish you.
Bring it on.
I had another topic, but it's not really a topic. It's just something that I thought about, like a hot take maybe. But it was, like being a larger gentleman, a larger man. There's literally nothing worse than like walking into the wind and it like blowing into you, because then your biscuits and gravy is just like straight out for all to look at. And I don't need everybody seeing all that because I'm wearing this fit of a shirt for a reason. And some people would be honored or like have like feel lively or some sort of like freeing aspect if they walk into the wind, like feeling the wind touch their face. But it just makes me feel small. Even like it makes me feel small for being big.
Well,
Zach,
now
I agree 100%.
Now you're on your health and fitness journey, so
I know I didn't go to the gym I went to it on Saturday, but I did not go Sunday or Monday.
Well, and then right after you went to the gym Saturday, you ate a burger and then had a lot to drink.
I ate a burger and a half, and I was drinking light beer the whole time.
Health and fitness journey. There you go.
It's called protein, man.
Mm-hmm. Drink those protein beers.
They should make those.
I don't think they should, actually.
We should make those. We should make them Mudcheck branded
protein beer. That's like guaranteed Fortune 500 company.
Did you guys see Kourtney Kardashian's protein popcorn thing that she was doing?
I have seen that. Did you get any?
No.
I did not because it looks pointless.
I would try some. I would try some Chloe popcorn. What's y'all's favorite popcorn? Like favorite movie theater to get popcorn from?
I think AMC Tyler has very good popcorn compared to the other AMCs.
I never buy popcorn from there.
I'm going to be honest.
There's also
Go ahead.
There was the Regency in South Coast Village that had great popcorn, but then they shut that place down.
What?
Like 6 months ago, yeah.
I did not know that place closed down.
Yeah, they shut it down.
What's their issue, man?
No one ever went there. That's kind of on us.
Pretty
Crap.
big issue.
No.
That'll do it.
Every
Yeah.
time walking in, it felt like it was owned by a cartel or something. It was just like a money laundering front. But they did play There Will Be Blood and other cool older movies, and I'm gonna miss it for that.
I scared the hoes by bringing them to There Will Be Blood.
To be honest, I don't really get popcorn at the movie theater.
Movie theater.
Yeah, I kind of slurred my words there a little bit.
Drunk.
But I did have one glass of mud already tonight. But if I get any popcorn or if I get any snacks at the movie theater, I'm usually getting the Dibs ice cream treats. That's my go-to.
Solid choice. Solid choice.
Or a beer.
The Dibs are so good. But you do gotta smack them fast, but
Yeah,
because you don't want to water the Dib.
You're finishing those before the movie has even started.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, you're shit out of luck. It's just like a soupy mess.
But I mean, I will down that little box in 30
Yeah, I
seconds.
have no problem. I have no problem getting through them.
It's not an issue with eating it before the movie starts. I'm in line getting a second box before the previews are over.
I was really hoping Quentin would be able to join us today. He's in Texas. I'm sure our viewers, especially my mom, are sad to see that Quentin aren't here.
For a second episode in a row.
That's why she tunes in, man.
I think he said he can't be on next week either, right?
I think it was last week and this week.
I think he's like quiet quitting this whole operation.
We're opening auditions for
starting to realize this was a really rough commitment to make. Well, we did try to get a guest on this week to fill Quentin's shoes,
but nobody likes us.
But he just flat out our prospective guest just flat out rejected being on, and he knows who he is. His excuse was that he doesn't have a podcast mic.
I don't have a podcast mic.
Neither do I. I'm using my phone.
Ooh. That's a good excuse if you don't want to do a podcast.
That actually is a good point, yeah. We really got to up our game. Make it worthy for him.
Said he had a really busy week. I think part of that is because his birthday was this week as well. But since he refused to be on our podcast, as a podcast collective, we are not going to wish him a happy birthday.
Happy unbirthday.
Yeah. Unhappy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I was thinking about earlier, I probably have bipolar disorder. What are you guys thinking about? What are you guys
diagnosed with that?
You wanna talk about that?
Well, this will probably all get cut out. Don't want to talk about this.
Start naming names.
You guys ever do scratchers?
No, actually.
I don't think I've ever actually purchased one, but like I've gotten it as like, gifts, like in my Christmas stocking every year. Get a few. Santa's big into gambling.
I feel like a scratcher could be a good cat toy.
Yeah.
I did see when I was leaving the grocery store last night, just a pile of scratched off scratchers in the parking lot next to one of the parking spots. There was like 25 of them.
I thought you said like $25. Like they had had you went through them and then you checked each one and like.
I probably should have though, just to see if there was anything they missed. Like a free scratcher or something.
A real true gambler don't miss that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you guys like to do when you hit the casino?
Blackjack.
You like to play any games? Okay, blackjack.
I've never really gone to a casino.
They're not great.
I've walked through and done a couple slot machines, but I've never been I'm going to the casino specifically to go to the casino.
I think we should do a residency at the Golden Nugget. Perform this podcast nightly. Just like at one of the blackjack tables.
Yeah.
You know what's better than a casino though?
What?
Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
Yeah. When are we going back?
I mean, that's the birthplace of this podcast. We should do an episode there.
Absolutely.
Do you think if we asked the David Busters if we could come in and record a podcast there, that they'd let us?
Yeah.
I don't think so, actually.
We can promo them.
What if we told them that it was the birthplace of this podcast, the Irvine Spectrum David Busters,
They'd probably be cool with it then.
until they watch an episode?
Yeah, then they're like, delete this shit now, man. Take this shit off the damn internet. What's been going on with you guys, man? Sam, you went to San Francisco?
I was in San Francisco this past
What'd you get
weekend.
into, man?
Got into a lot. Went to a couple bars, saw a blues cover band that was doing a bunch of Marvin Gaye songs Friday night. That was very cool. Went to a karaoke bar, met a guy who offered me Coke in a
do
little
it?
like Louis Vuitton. No, I did not do it. I want that on the record. Yeah, watched the new Mission Impossible, and yeah, now I'm here.
Did you do any
Did you get offered the
illegal
Coke
drugs?
before Mission Impossible?
No, we went to a karaoke bar, and this guy, coincidentally also named Sam, was there by himself to hit on the bartender. And he did like, 3 songs toward the end of the night in a row because no one else was doing it. And then when they kicked us all out at the end, he came up to me and my 2 friends and was like saying what we were doing next to see whether he could tag along and asking for our contact info, which we did not give him. Then he offered us the Coke. We refused, and then he Ubered away.
I wish Uber wasn't a company and that was just like a descriptive word for what he what he did to get away from you.
Yeah, it might have been Lyft. Who knows?
Wow, man.
Yeah, that's what we got into.
I can't wait to hear the real story off the podcast.
Got to keep my confidences,
That's cool, man.
You have
wanna go back to San
attorney-client privilege right here, since we're your clients and you're our attorney. Anything you say...
This is a public podcast.
Not really. Public in the way that like your daughter, like your niece's like 9th birthday is a public birthday party.
You got the 2 kids from across the street and their parents, and that's it.
One of them is my mom.
Just commenting about how she wishes Quentin was here.
What about you, Bradley? The hell did you get into, man?
We went to Bungalow. And then the next day I went to a 2-year-old's birthday party. We've been planning our wonderful upcoming vacation to Costa Rica.
Yep.
Um,
Coming to you live from Costa Rica in an upcoming episode.
Yep. Stay tuned. You'll
Cool,
see us
man.
on our nice tropical vacation. Yeah, Zach and I will be there. We'll be having
And
a
the
grand
monkeys
old
will be
time.
there.
The toucans will be there.
Sam, at this hotel we're going to, the monkeys like just go up to your balcony and
That's
say
so
what
cool.
up. I'm gonna take one home with me.
Yeah,
It's
can you
gonna
bring me
sit
back
on
the
my
monkey?
shoulder. It's gonna sit on my shoulder while we do this. I'm gonna let it chime in.
You should give one of the monkeys a podcast mic and name it Sam. Zach, what have you been getting into this week?
Ooh, wrong button.
What am I getting into?
What have you gotten into this past
What
week?
have I gotten into? All right, y'all.
And actually,
So
then tease out what you're going to get into next week.
okay, I will.
Yeah.
So I'm in this new improv class, right? Okay, so yeah, I was nervous the first week, but this weekend it was round 2. It was episode 2 of the class. And yeah, man, I made an attractive girl laugh so hard she snorted
Hell yeah.
in my class, man. So I'm basically a comedy freak like that. Like,
Do you watch the podcast?
hell no. And I'm cutting all this out too.
You
No,
should
I had a
keep it
good time at improv, and then I watched like 6 hours of improv in one night, and then the next night I went back and I watched like 6 more hours of it. So I'm kind of like I feel like an idiot. What else did I do? Oh, I saw Jaws in theaters.
Oh,
That was
I
pretty
also saw
fun.
Jaws. That's hilarious. Oh, what
Yeah,
a
that's
coincidence.
crazy. That's crazy. On Memorial Day, seeing Jaws with your homies, that is
Mm-hmm.
a good time. I never thought that movie was very good because the only other time I had watched it or had been forced to watch it was in high school in a movie class, and I fell asleep. But seeing it in theaters where you're forced to watch it and it's kind of rude to fall asleep, then that class it was sort of just what happened. It was a good movie.
Any other thoughts about Jaws?
You know what? They did a nice job of blending multiple genres and also like creating a whole new genre
Yeah.
on with that. So that was pretty sweet to see. It the like pretty much every shot is full of insane framing. What was that one with the scary creature in the lagoon? That wasn't Warhorse? No, that was not
Oh,
Warhorse.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
No, it was like same. Literally, I probably came out the same year as Warhorse, and was the giant Loch Ness monster, but he was homies with a little kid.
Oh, the
Um,
water horse.
the Water Horse. Why did they release the Water Horse and Warhorse like 2 days from each other?
Were those the
Wouldn't
same
you say
year?
that's a
I feel
bit
like water
conflicting?
horse is a lot older than that. The
No, I'm
water
pretty sure they
Water
came out.
Horse.
Pretty sure
Water
they
Horse
came
was
out 2 days from each other.
2011?
7.
4 years apart.
Water horse is 2007.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Oh, shit.
Oh shit!
You
It's
didn't know
that
that was
bold.
happening now.
Oh, our Texas correspondent.
Live from Irving, Texas, Quentin Clark.
Oh my! This is like we were talking so much shit on you.
I kind of expected it too. Well, here we are in the great Lone Star State. We had some delicious calamari. What else do we have?
Second
Bro, we've been
calamari
talking
shout out on
calamari
this
for an hour, man.
episode.
fresh, some truffle garlic bread, some chicken pesto. Ooh, brother, they do it bigger in Texas. I can fucking tell you that. Espresso martinis, fire.
You're looking
It's
fed
really
and happy, man. I love to see it.
it's really
Love the
cool that
shirt.
you're filming this in stop motion.
It's my reception's bad out here. I'll
It'll
reconnect to
come
the
through.
team.
It'll come through. You're all right.
The Texas correspondent will soon be in it. But I wanted to make an appearance.
Oh, Quentin, if you could be a baby for 1 minute, what would you do?
If I was you for 1 minute,
No. Hey, don't call me a baby, man. I'm a man.
if I was Zach Fisher for a minute, I'd be slanging that thing across all 50 states.
All right. You said you were leaving. You said you were leaving.
I forgot what the question was. And given the question, that's a horrible answer.
I would be put in prison. I don't want him to ever manifest into my body.
Oh, what do you say?
My reception's horrible.
Well, yeah.
Back to Jaws real quick. It was my first time seeing it in full and since I was a child. Great movie. I really like how it's like two different movies in one. That it is the first half is about the city and the town's bureaucracy
Yes.
preventing them from doing anything to save people, and then the second half is the shark hunt, which is awesome. But like you said, every time I watch a Spielberg movie, I am like blown away by how good he is at just framing things. And he was at like 25 or 26, I think, when he made this movie, which is insane to think about. Also, like great people talking in room scenes where like people are talking over each other and you get the chaos and discontent that's going on. We don't get a lot of that in modern blockbusters anymore. It's just people talking
Right.
right after each other. So great movie. Every time I see a Spielberg movie, it's like, yeah, that's why he's, was considered the greatest director of the American age for like
There's so much
that
joy
time.
in Jaws, and
Yeah.
also it's also quite scary too.
Yes.
And it's just a fun like 3-person like third act throughout the
Yeah.
whole thing. They kill the shark and then the movie just ends. and they don't even let you like see them get any payoff really from killing the shark. But it was nice to talk about it with my friends afterwards. So it's like it leaves you wanting more. Solid film.
Yeah. Was very I think it's interesting the comparisons between that and Jurassic Park, because they're about like 20, 25 years apart, if I remember correctly. But yeah, both very similar movies. Both Spielberg, both very scary, and yeah.
Another movie I've never seen like
You've never seen
like
Jurassic Park?
never
What
like
the-
sat down and watched it.
Dude,
What?
we gotta watch Jurassic Park.
What the hell?
You've seen the sequels and stuff though, right?
You call yourself a movie guy?
I think I saw Jurassic World and it sucked balls.
No, Jurassic Park's one of those franchises where the first one like nails the premise perfectly, and every sequel is kind of just worse and gets worse. But the
Lost
first
World
one is
great.
awesome.
Lost World is great because it's also written by Crichton and it captures the same like dark tones of the first Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park
Lost
3
World's
is
the second one, right?
Yeah. Jurassic Park
Yeah.
3 is fine. It's got some very cheesy moments in it.
Well, that's my point, though. 1, I think, is the best one. 2 is the second best. 3 is the third best. And then the Jurassic World movies, I think, are all kind of mid to bad. We're getting a new one this summer. What about Transformers?
Oh, but that first movie was sick of Transformers as well, and then they sort of just go downhill from there.
I like the one where the Transformers were also dinosaurs. That was cool.
I hated that one so much. Why was that movie 4 hours long?
Was that the Mark Wahlberg one?
It was either that one or the one right before.
Actually. Yeah, the Mark Wahlberg one was the dinosaur one.
That shit was ass.
Yeah. How about this? What's your guys' favorite movie franchises?
I'm digging Mission Impossible.
I think that's my answer too. I've rewatched most of them this past week, and they're so goddamn good, dude.
I'm going to see it again tomorrow.
Can I come?
Yeah, dude, come. Me and my dad and my brother are coming. It's at 6 in Riverside, but bro, please come.
I'll let you know. I really want to see it again.
Hell yeah.
Who's all coming?
Me, my dad, and my brother. You feel me?
Bradley, what's your favorite movie franchise?
My answer is Indiana Jones.
Why?
Ooh, 1 second.
Dude, I'm calling the cops right now, bro. My gosh, you have to wear that in Costa Rica. That's baller.
Thank you.
What's that behind you, Bradley?
I'm not going to show that.
Okay. Moving on.
Technically not allowed.
Call back. Hope all the rich people are still here. $5. How much money do you guys have in your bank account right now?
I'm gonna answer that question.
I'm also going to opt out of that question. We should have to guess how much each of us have.
Yeah, put in the comments how much money you think each of us has. I'm a trust fund, baby.
Maybe you can trust me.
Yeah. We should have karaoke night on the podcast.
Live from the karaoke room.
Yes.
With the Coke guy?
He's invited. He's invited.
With this other Sam.
I actually have a picture with him.
Bit of a Jekyll and Hyde situation. I'd
I
presume.
fear that's how I would turn out if I had stayed in San Francisco. That's the two of us right there at the karaoke bar.
You can see it in the eyes.
Yeah, that's a guy that does coke.
Yeah, there's way too much white showing.
That's a guy who goes to a karaoke bar by himself.
Yeah.
And does cocaine and asks random strangers if he can tag along to their next plan.
Yeah.
Well, he was offering cocaine though.
True. Shoot, I can't say I wouldn't have turned them down. Okay, I would have sung that song too for the karaoke.
Remember when he
Eric
dropped his
Clapton.
kid out of a window?
Yeah. They made that beautiful song. Down, 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 down.
What's your guys' go-to karaoke song?
I had a couple. I had one of my favorite ones is Carry On Wayward Son.
That's a
Wow.
good one.
That's a fun one.
Short Skirt, Long Jacket by Cake.
Yeah, you would like that, fat boy.
Didn't you start this podcast off talking about how you don't like walking into the wind?
And he's got a goddamn point.
Fucking wind. You said I'm so large it catches me like a sail.
I didn't say that. You put that onto me. Oh shit. You know, people that watch at home, they're gonna be like, "Oh, finally somebody said it." I gotta plan my routes for the day based off the wind patterns so I don't get caught. No, Sam. No, but imagine that. Imagine you're walking up to a girl on like a first date and you're going to meet each other and the wind's blowing right towards you. And your like loose fitting shirt is just catching all the giblets and just like it's some damn contouring makeup for your fucking man tits. That's just bad all around. That's a tough scene.
Don't worry, I've planned our Costa Rica route accordingly.
Well, thank you. I can't have the Latin women see me like that.
The wind will only be hitting us from behind.
Oh, that's good. That'll propel us forward. Check this out.
Oh, Kermit the Frog here.
Check this out. This is my friend.
Kermit impression.
Not a good one.
You know he starred in a movie with Michael Caine,
Called Batman Begins.
Batman Begin. It's Tuesday, isn't it? That's my Michael Caine impression.
It's a really good one.
No. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Master Wayne.
Some men just want to watch the wild band. Some men just want to watch a wild band. Yo, who's gonna whip their balls out first on this damn podcast?
Quentin, probably, based off what he said during his brief appearance.
Get him a few espresso martinis, and he might.
Check this out.
I'll do it.
Oh, shoot.
Pretty nice. Pretty nice.
You're a real fan.
My aunt made that for me. That was a Christmas present.
That's such a Christmas present
Hey,
item to receive.
Yes.
Oh, hi.
This is Cruz.
Oh, like the car from Cars 3?
Cruz.
Or like the top.
Named after the town of Santa Cruz, California.
Which is named after Cruz from Cars 3.
Can he do stunts?
What?
Santa. Hey, whoa. Hey, whoa. Hello, guys. Hold up. 1 second. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. Santa Cruz. What is it? Christmas night? Santa Cruz. What is it? Christmas Eve night? Because Santa's cruising. That was you guys are dismissed now. You can go. Did you guys hear me? Is my mic working?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, I thought you didn't hear me for a second.
No, we heard you.
Everything okay at home, Zach?
Yeah. So looking forward to the holiday season. I didn't get anything for Christmas this year. What's up with that? I bought my parents gifts and they didn't buy me anything. Yeah. That's
We
true.
should do a personal grievances episode where we just complain about the people in our lives and hope they listen to it.
That'll be our
Yes.
Festivus episode.
Yeah.
Yes. We should hire a professional therapist to sit down with us.
That'll be the episode we have Issa on.
Yeah. That'll be a trap.
See how quick he can get them to retire.
If you guys could have one additional skill, like let's keep it to like a workman's skill, like something like a job or a trade or something, what would you prefer to have?
Woodworking.
Yeah, that's also my initial thought too. If we're talking about like
or more
job
like
and handsy
actually,
things.
I think more like mechanical knowledge, like working on
Okay.
cars. That'd be
So not woodworking at all.
no. Yeah, I changed my answer. Like woodworking would be more like fun, like as like a side thing to do, while like being better
You
at
can make a
working on
wood car,
cars.
Good. Wooden engine,
wooden tires,
wooden seats,
wooden fuzzy dice.
wooden hula skirt girl on your dashboard.
How many car things can you guys list?
Wooden tire. Shoot. I think I would be
Wooden
librarian.
rims. What?
Librarian skill.
What is librarian skill? Could you define that?
Showing like that's a book.
I mean, I can if I need you guys to, but I mean, just everybody else listening is gonna know exactly what the hell I meant. But yeah, just like the ability to sort of just keep a room quiet. I've already developed my skill somewhat from you can tell from that Santa Cruz joke. You're good at finding things. You're good at putting things away. All things.
How good are you with the Dewey Decimal System?
I love it. I
that's
really
important.
I really fit into that mind frame of organization well. Who's Dewey?
I think the guy that made the decimal system.
I'm Dewey Decimal. Don't put that there. Put that over there. It's a bit of improv for you guys.
That was a pretty good impression.
Thank you.
I like when you do characters.
Dewey Decimal would be a funny character, actually.
Okay, Melville Dewey was an American librarian who founded the Dewey Decimal System.
No shit, it's a real person. That would be a funny character then, actually, like to be him. I'm so glad nobody watches this deep into this.
Zach, do you watch Astronomy Club at all?
No.
They're a comedy group, but they have a bit where they're all playing like famous black inventors, and then also one of them is George Washington Carver. It's kind of what you're talking about. It's very funny.
They have a show on Netflix, right?
They might have one on Netflix. I know they used to do it on Comedy Central back in the day.
Okay, yeah. I think they have a new one on Netflix, but dude, all those people are really funny. Yeah. I've never watched that show specifically. Yup.
Of our 4 episodes so far, this one might be the bottom half.
That's fine, man.
Just gonna go ahead and say it.
I don't give an actual crap.
I like talking to my friends on Tuesday nights.
Yeah, man. What the hell? This is a time capsule of love.
Mm-hmm. My kids will watch these back.
It's lasted a month. That's big.
If we keep doing it, then we can keep on saying that we're doing something, and we don't even have to like when you say like, "Oh yeah, I have a podcast." You never have to like mention how many viewers you have. You could just be like, "Yeah, I do that." Whatever. What you can say is how many episodes you've done.
How often do you bring it up in conversation that you have a podcast?
As much as possible. First meeting, like friends that I've known for a while, it's sort of just the first thing I say. I just show up and I put a QR code right in front of their face. And I say, scan this, then we can talk. Scan this, sit down, and listen. Then we can talk.
Sit your white ass down and listen.
Saying that about this is so crazy. How much money do you guys have in your bank account?
Do you need
I'm
money?
not-
Like,
We can lend you money if you need it, Zach.
are you having problems?
People are coming after me. I have to buy a boat. There's a shark in the water, and I have to take him out.
Do you need to buy a bigger boat?
Did you guys see? I saw this video today of a kangaroo trying to board a plane.
That was AI generated though.
Well, yeah,
Right?
for like a
Yeah.
solid 2 minutes, I thought that shit was real, man. That really spun me.
You
It was
say
a kangaroo.
us trying to go to Costa Rica?
It looked way too real. Soon this podcast is going to be full AI. We can still say that we have a podcast.
I wonder what would happen if you asked Chat GPT to write an episode of our podcast. If there's enough material available so far that like it would be able to do it.
Y'all let us know in the comments. Oh man, we got about 4 minutes. We've been recording for about.
Did we get any questions after the last episode?
Oh no, nobody commented.
Not even your mom.
We got zero comments.
I'm gonna
I don't
start.
think people really listen to this or watch it.
We've got to start calling out our friends' social situations more for not supporting our dreams.
Yeah, I know. What the hell? Yeah, no. But let check back in next week for guys, leave some comments. Ask us some damn questions and we will answer them.
We gotta do a mailbag.
Y'all send us some mail to my home address, please. It's okay. Hey, it takes time to cultivate an audience. So we're like sort of ahead of the game. You gotta just sort of saturate the market. Because we're doing things
That's what I'm talking
different
about.
around here. This is like nothing people have ever seen. They're kind of scared. They're scared to be fans a little bit. I can tell.
Chat GPT won't write an episode of our podcast.
Yeah, no shit.
Good. It's not gonna steal my my IP.
I have to pee.
Yep. I'm gonna need to go to sleep.
How can we show?
Oh, we gotta give our final remarks.
Okay, please leave comments and questions because we need
We wanna
some way
do a
to fill
mailbag.
time. We want engagement with our audience.
We promise to be 100% truthful if you ask us anything in the comments. So if you've ever had a dying question, hit us up.
I didn't agree to that.
You did now.
I heard from some people we got feedback that they wanted us to be more sexual on the podcast, to talk about more things that are more like explicit.
That was just Quentin.
No, I heard from multiple people.
How many people?
People kept on coming up to me and asking me to get more sexual on my
Like in
podcast with
public?
my friends. No, what the fuck, Sam? No.
No, did people come up to you in public, just listeners of the show? Like,
Oh,
you're
I
Zach
thought you
Fisher
said-
from Mudcheck.
I thought you
You need to
said
be more
your
sexual.
mom.
No, I said in pub. How did you get your mom from that?
I don't know. Your mic sucks. I didn't hear you very well.
My question was going to be if it was your mom. Because she's the only listener I know of. Well, her and Trevor Jones.
Shout out Trevor.
We should have him on the
Shout out.
podcast.
Shout out Josiah. Y'all ever wear contacts?
Nope.
Can't say I have.
Oh yeah, we were on the final remarks part. Okay, my final remark. Y'all, I need money so bad.
You're supposed to be the one booking the hotel rooms.
Oh yeah, do I need to do that?
Yeah, I say you're good to book that first one for the nights of the 16th and the 17th.
All right, I'll do that. And I'll cut that part out.
we'll no, you can keep it in. We didn't say what it was. And then we'll determine the Monteverde and La Fortuna ones tomorrow.
Okay. My final remarks would probably be, y'all don't forget to wear some chapstick, okay? Your lips are gonna get dry. It's turning to summertime. Keep
Dry
them
weather out
damn.
there right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's time to keep those lips plumped and kissable. Because I'm gonna come up to you at random. I'm talking to the whole audience. I'm talking to you, Bradley. I'm talking to you, Sam. I'm gonna come up to you and I'm gonna kiss you, and I don't want your lips all dry and stuff. So that goes out to everybody.
I have experienced that before, so it's not an empty threat.
Okay, kisses. Good job, guys. We did it. We did another week of this podcast.
Somehow.
Do that for a month.
We're gonna keep going. I hope we get down to like 3 viewers, honestly.
Sound off in the comments how many episodes you think we'll get to.
We're gonna keep doing it until someone pays us $5,000 cash.
So you can make us stop very quickly if you want this to end. All right. Peace out, y'all.
Tupac.